Should I quit? Should I not? Is it a big deal? I mean, it's just weed. I mean, it's not alcohol. Now, here are 5 reasons where I myself, and probably you too, find it hard to quit. Okay, excuse the environment. I am in my children's playhouse. It's the only quiet spot. Reason number 1, it relaxes you. It eases your anxiety, but it doesn't send you over the edge. You know, a lot of times when we are debating whether weed is addictive or not, we'll say, you know, it's not alcohol, it's not hard drugs. True enough, it's getting you high, it's easing your mind, it's easing your anxiety, but it's not sending you over the edge. Most people can smoke weed and go out and go to work or go grocery shopping or do the normal things that human beings do. So with that being said, we'll say, you know, since I'm not like out here foaming at the mouth and begging for change and look like I'm on crack and acting like an alcoholic, you know, it's not a big deal. Because when I was smoking, I smoked so much I just had to smoke weed to be normal. I would smoke before I go to work, smoke before I go here, smoke before I go there, and I would say, you know, most people don't even know I'm high. Is it really an issue because I'm not looking like I'm high? Nobody knows I'm high except for me. So is it really a big deal? But the problem with that is because it's the lesser, I will always say it's the anyway, because it doesn't send us over the edge, we'll fool ourselves into thinking we don't actually have an issue, when in turn we actually are. It's almost like taking just a little bit of poison versus just taking a full shot of poison every day. Just taking a little drop of poison year after year after year after year, where it's not actually killing us, but our health is slowly declining. And before you say, okay, doesn't really affect your physical thing, anything that you do for a long period of time is going to have some physical side effects. And although, again, the side effects are not severe as things like alcohol or other drugs, to deny there are not any physical side effects from long-term use, you would be in denial. Reason number 2, it is less taboo than what it was, let's say, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Okay, you know, weed did have its big boom in the 70s, but even in the 70s, it was a niche crowd that actually smoked weed. There was only hippies. But nowadays, fast forward, we are in, I would say, the new age 70s, but it's at a higher scale because not only hippies smoke weed, you have business people that smoke weed, you have regular people that smoke weed. Because it's legal in so many states, it's less taboo. You don't have the cliche smokers that you had in the 70s, in the 80s, when the 80s it was more so crack, but whatever. But it's much less taboo now. It's actually crazy. It's more taboo to smoke a cigarette than to smoke a joint. People will side-eye you for smoking a cigarette, but you know, everybody smokes weed. Everybody's doing edibles. Everybody's doing oils. There's so many forms of it now, and like I said, it's not just for hippies. It's not just for thugs. It's for everybody to enjoy. And because you can just go down the street to your dispensary and buy it, there is no taboo, there is no shame in it, because you're not buying a so-called illegal substance. Okay, it makes you happy. I am not going to deny weed doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't put you in a great mood, doesn't put you in a good mood, doesn't ease your emotions. Not only does it ease your anxiety, it makes you fun to be around. It makes things fun to be around. It can make a boring situation very interesting. So not denying that, you know, weed does put you in a better mood, but I will say if you use it for a long period of time, those effects of being happy, it kind of wears off. Again, the longer you smoke, you just smoke to be normal, and you kind of diminish those effects that once were great in the beginning. And believe me, I know some weed heads who have been smoking for years and years and years, and they're still in bad, shitty moods. And I'm like, what's the point of you smoking weed all day, every day, if you still like are not a pleasure to be around? It helps you sleep. Okay, I do agree. If you're having issues with sleep, you can't sleep at night, if you smoke a little weed, take a little edible, it probably will put you to sleep. It is a good sleep. It is a good alternative for sleep versus taking things like sleep medication or sleep aid. But it's been proven if you actually take it for a long period of time, although it still may put you to sleep, you're going to get a less quality of sleep. Now, I do think that is a good short-term benefit, but for a long-term, let's find out why you're not sleeping. If you have issues sleeping, it's not a weed issue. It's, whether you have sleep apnea or you have an issue of obstruction in your sleeping, whether you have anxiety, stress, reasons causing you not to sleep. Let's find out why those things are happening versus, smoking weed your whole life and getting a piss poor quality of sleep or getting a less than quality of sleep. Remember, it's helping you sleep, but if you use it for a long period of time, you get a poor quality of sleep. And what's the point of that? People say it's not addictive. Okay, I don't know why this is so debated. I don't know why this is such a hot topic. Yes, weed is addictive. They'll say, well, no, alcohol is addictive. Drugs are addictive. Weed is not addictive. It's just mentally dependent. Okay, whatever the case. If things like gambling, shopping, your phone, social media, exercise, sex, if these things are also addictive, why do we put weed in this separate category like, it's just not addictive? Now, it's because these other things that I've mentioned, people say it helps you sleep. It eases your anxiety. It puts you in a good mood. It makes you happy. For all these good reasons, you think people don't like to actually admit that they are addicted to it. They'll say, I can quit anytime I want to. I said that too, but guess what? I never quit until I felt like I needed to quit, and it was very, very hard to quit. So don't let weed fool you. Weed is okay. It's good. I liked it. I have my appreciation for it. But don't let one of these 5 reasons be a reason you spend years and years and years being chained to weed, being tied to weed, feeling like you need weed each and every day. Depend on your own mind, your own self, your own brain. Let's do better. Till next time, guys, like, subscribe, share. Remember, we are all in this together. Peace.